Thank you for returning to my channel to listen to what I have to say as far as Bible prophecy and news events that are happening in our world that coincide with things in Bible prophecy or just news items and historical evidence of the Bible. So I wanted to report about this story about the bullet from Donald Trump's assassination attempt. And this is a report partly from Inside Edition. Will Donald Trump get reconstructive surgery on his right ear? This was published July 16th, 2024 by Inside Edition staff. And it tells us that the bullet from Donald Trump's assassination attempt tore off the top part of the former president's ear. A bullet from Donald Trump's assassination attempt tore off the top part of his ear. What is next in the former president's recovery? There's a lot of vessels around the ear, and particularly in the skin area, so it typically bleeds a lot, plastic surgeon Dr. Stephen Greenberg tells Inside Edition. Congressman Ronnie Jackson, Trump's former White House physician, told Fox News a piece of his ear is missing. It just passed right over the top of his ear and took a piece off the top of his ear as it came across. And of course, the ear is pretty vascular, so it bled aggressively, Jackson said. Greenberg says that if Trump got reconstructive surgery on his ear, it would look like his old ear and may have a scar. It looks like there was superficial damage to that cartilage, and in fact, the bullet may have gone straight through both the cartilage and the skin portion. So what we do to reconstruct that is we either take that piece of cartilage out and close it, or just close the skin over it, depending upon how much damage there is, Greenberg says. Some are questioning if the bullet wound affected the former president's hearing. His hearing is fine. He wasn't close to where the shot was fired, and it was far enough away from his head, his ear, that there's no concussive effects from the bullet or anything, Jackson stated. Now, Politico reported Trump sustained a 2-centimeter wide gunshot wound to the ear, his former physician says. Representative Ronnie Jackson, Republican Texas, described the extent of Trump's wounds in a memo shared by the former president on Saturday. Former President Donald Trump was evaluated with a CT scan after he was grazed by a bullet and sustained a 2-centimeter wide wound to his ear last week, according to a new memo from Representative Ronnie Jackson, Republican Texas, who previously served as his physician. The memo, which Trump posted on his Truth Social account on Saturday, is directed to concerned citizens of the United States and comes 1 week after a shooter narrowly missed Trump as he gave a speech at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. While officials have not disclosed much information about the extent of Trump's injuries after the bullet grazed his right ear, Jackson shared more specific details about Trump's condition, writing the bullet caused significant bleeding and marked swelling to the cartilaginous surface of the ear. The bullet passed, coming less than 1/4 of an inch from entering his head, and struck the top of his right ear, Jackson wrote. After Trump was wounded, he was treated at Butler Memorial Hospital near the site of the rally before being released later that night. Jackson said Trump will continue to be evaluated, including with hearing exams as needed, and will follow up with his primary care doctor. Jackson, who examined Trump at his residence in Bedminster, New Jersey, the night of the assassination attempt, and says he has treated Trump daily since then, also provided some explanation for the large white ear bandage that Trump has worn since the first night of the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. The dressing was required due to intermittent bleeding that has continued in the days since the shooting, which now he has, the skin tone bandage over it and around it. The Texas Republican who served as Trump's White House physician during his presidency has maintained a close relationship with the former president and used that connection to launch a successful political bid of his own. During Trump's presidency, Jackson faced allegations of drinking on the job, creating a hostile work environment, and overprescribing pills, all of which he has denied. Let me guess who perpetrated that lie but Soros's group. The new details about the extent of Trump's injuries on July 13th come 2 days after he described his personal experience of being wounded by gunfire during a speech at the RNC, where he formally received the Republican nomination. "My hand was covered with blood," Trump said of the moments just after shots rang out, when he covered his ear as blood streaked red down his cheek. "Just absolutely blood all over the place. I immediately knew it was very serious and that we were under attack, and in one movement proceeded to drop to the ground." The gunman, identified as 20-year-old Thomas Crooks, was killed by Secret Service snipers immediately after firing an AR-15 from the top of the building just 400 feet from where Trump was speaking. Crooks also killed a rally goer and injured 2 others, though his motive remains under investigation by FBI. Former President Trump is doing well, and he is recovering as expected from the gunshot wound sustained that Saturday afternoon. It is an absolute miracle he was not killed. Thank God. So I just wanted to update you on the condition of the gunshot wound to former President Donald Trump's ear in the shooting in the assassination attempt on the 13th of July. So that's all I had to tell you about it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for liking and hitting the like button for the algorithms, and thank you for supporting my work on this channel. It's much needed and appreciated. And if you want to get a copy of my huge volume about the Messiah of Israel, the Davidic dynasty returns, the almond tree, Aaron's rod, the Messiah, King of Israel, it's available at Olive Press Publisher and all other online bookstores. I'll talk to you in the next video, and the book is sold worldwide, so you can get it if you're in England. You can order it. It's manufactured there and also manufactured in Australia. So I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I hope you found this informative, and I'll see you later.